Hi everyone. So last time we started with encapsulation. So we have made a class. Then class was having three properties, two function, and then we used to handle with the function with the data. Okay, continue with the same one. Okay, I'm going to Eclipse. All right. This program we have done last time. These are the three properties that we are having, and these are the two functions that we are having. Okay, and we used to make two objects from main, and then we used to call accept data and display data accordingly. Now I'm going to modify the same program, okay, so that you will become more good into this. I have commented this line. Now what I'm doing, okay, we'll go to this, all right, here, and we'll try to pass some parameter. Okay, integer x, string y, and integer z. So now, okay, it means whenever we will call accept data function, accept data function is expecting that we should pass three parameters. One is x, which is of integer type, another is y, which is of a string type, and third is z, which is of integer type. Now, what we are going to do, okay, I'm just deleting this, fine. What we'll do, we say id, okay, will x. So, what I'm trying to do over here, the variable x that will pass at the runtime, will assign that to the property id. Then I say name equal to y. Same way we are assigning y, the value of y to name. That is your full properties of the class, and z to this. Alright, let's see this. Fine, you can see this. So now, whenever we will call accept data function is expecting that we should pass three parameters. Okay, now line number 27. If you observe here, it started giving error message. Why? Because we have to pass three parameters. So let us say I'll pass this. Okay, first integer parameter, and then I say Maya, second parameter, and then say 1000. So now just see this. When we'll call this will go to this. Maya will go to Y and 1000 will go to Z. I hope that is clear to you. Fine. And then we are assigning X to ID, Y to name, and Z to age. Okay, then again from line number 26 we are trying to call the function. Alright, let's say we'll try to run the program. Okay, you can say ID is 100, name is Maya, and 1000. So I am making here one object that is OB1, and then we are trying to call, okay, 100 Maya. And now please understand this. Whenever you are declaring, okay, whenever you are declaring any variable, there are two things: scope of the variable and the lifetime. So it means if I declare, I'll just delete this. If I declare any variable inside accept data function, that is accessible only inside this function, not inside this function. Okay, any variable. So what I mean to say, suppose if I declare here a variable that is n equal to 100, okay, this variable is local to accept data function. Okay, again I'm repeating. Suppose if I declare any variable inside your accept data function, so that will be local to that particular function. Okay, that is not accessible inside your display data function. Okay, because that is local, and the local variable gets dies. Okay, once the execution of the respective function is finishes. Okay, now what I'll do, okay, see this. So now this x, y, and z, these are local variable. Okay, and this id, name, and age, they are properties of the class. So when they are properties of the class, you can access them everywhere. Now let's try to make some changes. What I'll do here, I say id, and okay, over here I'll come here and make this as name. Okay, and then I say this as age. Okay, so now the local variable name are id, name, and age. Now what I'll try to do here, okay, id, and then I'll try to make this as a name, and then I try to make this as age. Okay, let's see this what I'm trying to do. All right, fine. So these are the local variable, and these are your instance variable or the properties of the class. Fine. Now let's try to run this example and see what will happen. Okay, you can see id 0, name is null, and age is 0. Why this is happening? Okay, you can see this id 0, name is null, and your age is 0. But why this is happening? Okay, see here. Now, when you are passing from here, this data 100, Maya, and 1000, they are going there, no problem. Okay, but now what is happening? The name of your instance variable, are same as that of your local variable. So whenever this happens, okay, so the priority is always goes to the local variable. So here what is happening? The Please understand, the local variable is assigning to the local variable. Okay, but now if you go to line number 29, from where we are calling the display data function, and when you are calling display data function, okay, you are calling through the object of employee class. So your display data function will see for these properties, not for local variable. That is the reason you are able to see only 0, null and 0. So what is the solution for this? So whenever in a function you are having the property name and the local variable name same, then Java has given us a keyword known as, okay, this. Let's see this. I'm just writing here this, and then, okay, this, and then I'll try to write down here this. Okay, now I'll try to run it again. Fine. So you can see now ID is 100, name is Maya, age is 100. So now what is this? Okay, this is basically a keyword in Java, which means the current object which is invoking this particular function. Okay, it means whenever you are writing this, okay, they belong to these instance variable of your class, not the local one. Okay, these are local variable, whereas this now has become your object data. I hope that is very much clear to you. All right. Thank you for watching.